Hello, my dear students. I hope all are fine. This is Samreen here, and today in English second, that is Mulberry, we are going to start lesson number 4. So today I am going to give you the explanation of the chapter. Okay, I'm going to tell you the story, and after that you all have to read the story once again. Okay, please understand what happened in the chapter. Okay, so the chapter name is Meeting Miss Trotwood. There are 4-5 characters in the story, but the story basically is on one boy whose name is David Copperfield. So before starting, let me introduce something that the father of David had died, and David was living very happily with his mother until she got married, Mr. Murdstone, not a kind man, and his sister also, his father's sister, his stepfather's sister, okay, came to live with them, and after the death of his mother, they started torturing or ill-treating David a lot. So David, and what they did actually, they made him work in a factory instead of sending him to school. So David went in search of his only living relative, whose name is aunt, or means his aunt, David's aunt, Miss Betsy Trotwood. Okay, so he started walking a long distance, and finally after walking a long distance he reached her house, and we are going to study what happened after when he reached his aunt's house. So first he is describing himself in the first paragraph that though he was walking, for so many days he was traveling, he couldn't sleep properly, and but he said fortunately it was summer, and wherever he slept, like under haystack, and his clothes and shoes, everything was completely we can say shabby, torn, damaged or dirty because of the dew grass and the soil on which he slept. Okay, so he said the birds in the garden, or the birds from my aunt's garden, might have frightened after looking at me, as he was standing at the gate of his aunt's house. Then he said his hair was not known, means hair was not combed, and he even didn't have brush since he left London. Okay, so in this condition he was waiting to introduce himself to his aunt. Now he said, as I stood in the next paragraph, a lady came out of a house with a handkerchief over her cap and a pair of gardening gloves on her hand. I was sure she was Miss Betsy from her walk, for my mother had often described her to me. Whatever his mother told him, he understood that she is, means the lady who was having gardening gloves and one hat with a handkerchief. He understood that she is Miss Betsy. Go away, said Miss Betsy, shaking her head. Go along, no boys here. I watched her as she marched to a corner of the garden, and then I went softly and stood beside her. First she said, go from here, no boys are allowed here, means at her place. So what happened next? Turn the page. If you please, ma'am, if you please, aunt, I am your nephew, David said. Oh Lord, said my aunt, and sat flat down the path. Then I am David Copperfield of Blunderstone in Suffolk, where you came when I was born. Oh, I have been very unhappy since my mother died. I have been taught nothing and made to work instead of being sent to school. It made me run away to you. I have walked all the way and have not slept in the bed since I began the journey. So he explained everything, that how he reached there, and how he has been tortured by sending to work, not to school. Here my self control gave way and I burst into tears. My aunt got up in a great hurry and took me into the house. The first thing my aunt did was to give me lots of strange tasting tonics. Then she heated a bath for me. Means she heated a bath for me means some hot water for bath. Okay. Then after that she gave me a shirt and trouser belonging to Mr. Dick, a nice old man who lived in my aunt's cottage. Okay, covered me with two large warm shawls and led me a soft comfortable sofa where I fell asleep. Okay, so what happened when his aunt realized she did all these things to David. That was the beginning of my aunt's adoption of me. She wrote to Mr. Murdstone, and he and his sister arrived a few days later and was scolded by my aunt for the way they had treated me. Means aunt shouted on them that how dare they could treated David like this. Mr. Murdstone said finally he would take care me back if I did not return there. Take care me back, but if I did not return there, and then his doors would be shut against me forever. He said, if he is ready to come, we will take care. If not, then they will shut the door for me forever. And what does the boy say? Said my aunt, are you ready to go, David? Then I answered, no, and pleaded with her not to let me go. Means David never wanted to go with them. Okay. I answered, no. Okay. Next paragraph. She pulled me towards her. Aunt pulled him towards her and said to Mr. Murdstone, you can go when you like. I will take my chance with my boy. Means I will take care, David, you can go. Next page. When they had gone, my aunt announced that she would be my guardian. When they had gone, जब वो चले गए तो आंट ने अनाउंस किया कि she would be my guardian and that I should be called Trotwood Copperfield. And then thus means his surname also changed. I begin my new life in a new name and with everything me knew about me. My aunt sent me to school at Canterbury. Since there was no room at the school for boarders, she arranged for me to board with her old lawyer, Mr. Wickfield. Okay, means she arranged a room, or we can say she arranged a place to stay for David with Mr. Wickfield, who was the old lawyer of Miss Trotwood. Okay, then aunt was as happy as I was in this arrangement. My Mr. Wickfield's house was quiet and still, and his daughter Agnes, a child of about my own age, was bright and happy. Means now he got one fellow mate also. Then the school I now went to was better in every way than Selman House, but Selman House means previous school, but I felt very strange at first. I had been quite a while since I was at school with companions, means with fellow students of my own age. It seemed to me that I had forgotten everything I had learnt. Means it was new for him since he was not going to school for so long. Then, however, I felt better when I went to school the next day, and a good deal the better day after, and so on, that in less than a fortnight I was quite at home and happy among my new companions. Okay, means things started changing. Trot, said my aunt, when she left me at Miss Wickfield's, never be mean in anything, never be false, never be cruel. I will come and visit you soon, and you and now the pony is at the door, and I am off. She embarrassed she embraced me hastily and went out of the house, shutting the door after her. Means when she was leaving, she said to Mr. Wickfield that never be mean, never do anything, or never be so cruel with him. I will come and visit him very soon. And when she shut the door, when I looked into the street, I noticed how sadly she got into the chase, and that she drove away without looking up. It means she was very sad. We are studying about his aunt, Miss Betsy Trotwood. She was very sad when she left David with Mr. Wickfield, and she said that she will come soon to meet him. So this was the story. Basically, this story was written by Charles Dickens, who was an English writer, and David Copperfield was his favorite novel, and you can say favorite character. So dear students, till here I am winding up today. Your homework is you all have to complete word meanings of lesson number 4 in your fair notebook and read the chapter once again. I hope you understood the story about a boy who left his house just because he was treating ill from his stepfather and his sister after the death of his mother, and what happened when he reached, I have already told you. Okay, if you have any query, any discussion, you can write in the comment section. I have already told you this. So till then everyone, take care, study well.